Hello everyone and welcome back to Medical Digest. So recently I was studying this beautiful topic called dural venous sinuses. Just wanted to share some of the key points of this topic. As you can see, the dural venous sinuses, if you want to remember the dural venous sinuses, first you need to understand this point called as confluence of sinuses. So if you just trace from the confluence of sinus, this big dural venous sinus, which is usually along the base, which runs along the base of the falx cerebri. Falx cerebri is a a depression, a triangular depression in between the two cerebrums. So if you trace this dural venous sinus, it is called a superior sagittal sinus, and along the free borders of falx cerebri is the inferior sagittal sinus. Then if you trace it downward along the cerebellum, then it comes the occipital sinus, and when it comes to the border, when it comes to the base of the tentorium cerebelli, it is not shown in this diagram, but tentorium cerebelli is also a fold in between the temporal and occipital lobes of the brain. So it runs along transversely. As you can see, this is from one side and this is from behind. These both are transverse sinuses, and I have drawn the diagram of the transverse sinus which is in the front. So this transverse sinus, it also comes out from the confluence of sinuses. So basically, superior sagittal sinus, inferior sagittal sinus, occipital sinus, and transverse or lateral sinus. Once we come here, we see that it gets transformed into sigmoid sinus. So the transverse sinus later continues as sigmoid sinus, and also emissary veins come out from the sigmoid sinus. Sigmoid sinus later continues as jugular bulb. Jugular bulb further continues as internal jugular vein, and the jugular bulb ends at the jugular foramen. Now when it comes to sinuses, there are basically three types of sinuses. First is cavernous sinus, which gives drainage, which has got certain tributaries. So the blood from cavernous sinus goes backward into the sigmoid sinus via superior petrosal sinus, and also it forms another tributary called as inferior petrosal sinus, and this also drains blood in the interior jugular vein, or it may also drain blood in the sigmoid sinus. So this completes the dural venous sinuses. Hope you understand this topic. I have tried my level best. If you want to see such kind of videos, do subscribe to my channel and stay tuned. Take care. Bye bye.